The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, Leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent and accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Duquesne, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause.
Strap in for the best night of the week as it's Thursday night hockey in the Arrington Ice Arena as the Bulldogs come in ranked number 2 in the most recent ACHA Men's Division I rankings, coming off the heels of a win and a tie in their most recent trip to Liberty University in Virginia. The Bulldogs look to start this series off strong as they host the Dukes of Duquesne University. They come in at 12-13 and have an upset on their mind. Ryan Cuddy with Alex Herman here on ACTV, and this should be a fun one. Alex, Adrian coming off of that trip to Liberty where they had a goal, a loss in a shootout, but takes it's a tie in the official rankings, so kind of it might take the sting out of it a little bit.
Yeah, well, I thought that Adrian had a really, really strong weekend. Obviously, the first game they took by a score of 3-1, and the second, unfortunately, they lost in a come-from-behind shootout. But overall, great play. Sebastian Smith potentially with one of the goals of the year. I don't know if you were able to catch it, but a baseball swing out of midair that he played to himself. A miraculous goal. Just unbelievable skill from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that goal seen pretty much everywhere as got a lot of highlight reels on social media. But for Duquesne switching ends now, what do you think of some of the keys that they're going to have to do to stop this Adrian offense?
Well, they are they're without their 2 top scorers this evening, so it's going to be interesting to see how they adjust to play. Obviously, when you have big players like that out of the lineup, you wonder how you're going to be able to get things going. So for me, it's going to be interesting to see what this matchup turns up to be.
Yeah, now switching things on the Adrian side, kind of what are you expecting to see from them and trying to hold ice here against Duquesne?
Well, we talked about him before, but obviously Sebastian Smith coming off a red-hot weekend. Had that unbelievable goal in the first Liberty game. I expect to see another big performance from him. Noah DeContes gets the start in net tonight. He's always rock solid for the Bulldogs. We'll see how they do.
Yeah, it should be a fun one here tonight inside the Arrington Ice Arena. Stick with us. Drop of the puck coming up.
as you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years. You stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
We continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
And the slam!
161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that as you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking to you.
We are back inside the Arrington Ice Arena as we are just about ready to get things going here on Thursday Night Hockey on Adrian College TV. Ryan Cuddy and Alex Herman with you tonight as the Bulldogs wearing their home yellow with black and white stripes. Duquesne rocking their visitor blue with red trim. It should be a fun one as Noah Duquesne comes in with a 9-2 record. He's getting the start in between the pipes for Adrian College. 2 shutouts on the season, a 1.58 goal against average. He's been stellar, Alex.
Duquesne, just the bread and butter of the Adrian goaltending this season, stepped into the starting job and has played the majority of the games thus far. He's super sound in the blue paint, makes all the big stops, and has helped this team lead him to victory quite a number of times this season.
Kyle Plant's getting the start for Duquesne. He comes in boasting a 7-10 record, a 4.20 goal against average, an 894 save percentage. As we are underway, Sam Spate wins the opening draw inside the Arrington Ice Arena, gets it into Sebastian Smith. He gets hit to the ice early, but the Bulldogs look to control in the offensive end. Sheldon Nolan from a long way out, tipped on front by Sam Spate, but it's controlled by Duquesne back up towards the blue line. Sheldon Nolan throws it in. Good start here for the number 2 ranked Bulldogs, but Duquesne get it out. Look for their first offensive rush on the night. They'll just dump it in and get a line change. Duquesne comes from behind his net. This one intercepted at center ice. That was Maximus Medaldo who threw it in. Duquesne now will leave it for Brody Thornton. Adrian looking to come the other way. Sam Spate from the left side, trying to find Stanko in the slot, but it was intercepted. This one's going to be frozen by Kyle Plants, 19:04 to go.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that first line of Sebastian Smith, Sam Spate, and Dylan Gajewski. They get a lot of playing time for the offensive side. For the boys in the yellow sweaters, they do a great job, and I believe between the 3 of them, really combining for some of the most points in the ACHA, it's very possible that as a whole they lead the league in that stat line.
Adrian working quickly off the draw. This one's going to be deflected up into the protective netting. Face-off will come, blocker side of Plants. A tie-up off the draw. Bulldogs will control, keep it in the offensive zone. Dakota Bond from a long way out, tipped on front, but missed wide off the stick of Connor Smith. DeJulio had a tap at it from behind the net, and now Bond has it. He gives to Stanko, setting up a one-timer for Dakota Bond. This one sent wide of the net, looking for a tip in front from DeJulio, but it got tied up, now thrown into the corner. still controlled by Adrian College. Connor Smith swings it on over. From the right side, Smith open to the slot, scores! What a start for Adrian College. 18:25 still to go in the first, and we already have our first goal of the evening.
Wow, this is just a perfect passing play to open up the first period of play. Right side cycle straight into the slot. It was Connor Smith who was all alone, absolutely buries that one home, and the Dogs are up 1-0.
Yeah, Smith leading the team in goals and points. He now has his 31st goal and 51st point of the season, and it gives the number 2 ranked team in the country an early 1-0 lead.
And Connor Smith, one of the seniors on this Bulldogs squad. They have senior night tomorrow for game number 2 against Duquesne. So one of the many members who've spent a number of years here on Adrian College's beautiful campus.
Yeah, many successful years for this senior class. National championship to boat. 5 shots here in the early going for Adrian College. Duquesne still looking for their first. Offensive draw win. Quickly off the win, it's Justin Jamer missing wide. Thrown behind the net, looking for a centering pass. This one set wide of the net. But it was a good look for Jamer.
Well, how about that feed from Hatcher, the no-look backhander.
Bouncing puck on the far side, finally controlled by Duquesne as they look to get it out of their zone. Stapled into the boards there was number 26 for the Dukes. That was Adam Hoffman. As we're going to get an icing on the play, so face-off will be coming into the Dukes defensive zone.
I like the early start here for the Bulldogs. Obviously, when they come into these games, show up with a lot of intensity. They're always mentally prepared and ready to go to battle. Do such a great job on both ends of the ice, making sure that they're getting offensive and defensive stops.
This team always so dangerous. Reason for that number 2 ranking. Backdoor looking for 5. This pass got deflected into the corner. Bulldogs, though, still looking to boast some pressure. The Dukes get it out. It was Simone at center ice, not able to control. Clement racing after. Overval keeps it in. He gets tied up on the near circle. Bouncing puck came to the stick of Clement. He gives to Thornton. Throwing it around, looking for Fife. It'll go over to Sheldon Nolan. He gives it back to Clement from a long way out. Shot patted aside. Loose puck picked up by Thornton.
This has been a long opening 3 or 4 minutes for the Dukes. They can't get the puck out of the zone. Bulldogs absolutely controlling their cycle.
Yeah, 6 shots to nothing. It's been all Adrian College here through the first 3.5 minutes. Thornton, right side, shot got blocked in front. Still looking to pick up the rebound. Right side, that shot save made off the stick of Overval. Came out to Clement. Pressure continuing to mount for Adrian College, and finally, now the Dukes are able to get it out of the zone.
Both sides needed a change there.
There's a long defensive shift for the Dukes. Spate in with speed. He got tied up and cornered off, but it came out to Dylan Gajewski. Gajewski over to Spate, trying to center up. I believe that was Sebastian Smith in front. A dangerous line out there for Adrian College at the moment, but the Dukes do a good job defensively to get it out of the zone. This pass was too far behind the intended target of Shane Nolan. Sebastian Smith at center ice. Plays it off the board. Sam Spate trying to bat it forward. Dylan Gajewski now with it. Surveying over his options. He left it for Dakota Bond. Bond came out towards the blue line, and now Dylan Kent is going to have to get out of the zone and avoid the offsides. Gajewski near side. He couldn't handle the pass. Taken away by Anastasi, but Gajewski fighting to keep the puck alive, and now Sebastian Smith getting in the mix. He gave it out to the blue line to McLaughlin. Into the slot, looking for a backdoor pass with Spate, and now Gajewski trying to set up Sebastian Smith. Loose puck still, though, controlled by Adrian College. Sam Spade from the left circle looking for a toe drag inside. A couple of Duke defenders run into each other, and it nearly cost them the takeaway, but they will, in the end, come away with it. It was Cody Reiser throwing it in deep to Cottonese. Plays it around, looking for Gaski on the other side. This one all the way down. Sebastian Smith with a ton of speed wins the race down. All by himself, trying to create something out of nothing. Into the slot. Nice defensive play, though. Able to get that out was Luke Wasak. Out of the zone for the time being for Duquesne. Connor Smith gave it to DeJulio. Left side shot. Missed the net and up into the netting.
That was a howitzer of a shot on the left side by DeJulio. Did not have a lot of angle to choose from, but clearly reading that the only space he had to work with was that left side post. Almost squeaked it over the glove side of Kyle Plantz. And interesting to note, too, the odd full right goaltender with his blocker in his left hand rather than his right. Makes it difficult sometimes for shooters to adjust.
One-timer from DeJulio. Plantz had the stop, and what does that do to a shooter kind of on their mindset, knowing that they're seeing something that they don't normally see in that?
When you know where the rebound is going to go, especially when a traditional goalie has their blocker on their right hand, you can put pucks in specific places to try and generate chances if they can't block it clean. And it's kind of just a mind game from that point, too, because you look at the goalie, you're so used to seeing the stick on your left side if you're looking straight at the goaltender.
Dangerous chance here, Stanko. That one stick aside. But it is interesting, something you might not normally think about, how that does get in the shooter's mindset. As Duquesne looking for their first shot on net, it's easily patted aside. That was off the stick of Presley Robb and up into the protective netting. 13:39 to go. 10 shots to 1 in favor of Adrian College. It's been all Bulldogs here in the early going.
That it has. For the majority of the time, too, Adrian spending all of it in the offensive zone, working their cycle exactly the way that they draw it up in practice.
First offensive zone face-off for Duquesne of the night. It was one, but Adrian now looking to gain control of it. Came out towards the blue line from a long way out. Shot got on net from Colin Moore, but Cottonese had the answer. Another opportunity here from an odd angle. It was saved. Brian Butler had the look for the Dukes. Hatcher got tangled up there with Simone, and the Bulldogs get out of the zone. Near side, got under the stick of the Sheldon Nolan, and now retreating back, it's Brody Thornton. Thornton falls to the ice with a Duquesne Duke. Nolan got it to Jammer from the blue line and now in. Jammer shot off the leg of a Duke in front.
It was Nicholas Martucci behind the play who got tangled up with Thornton. Went off the bench, looked like he was in some pain.
Yeah, it was an awkward fall for those two as they were tangled up. Now Duquesne in. This one sent wide of the net. Nolan playing it up ahead, trying to find Fife. Loose puck in the Duquesne zone. Came out to Connor Smith. He got checked off the puck. And now bouncing, an opportunity coming up quickly here for the Dukes. Shot missed the net. Good look, though. It was Maximus Medallo. Not able to find the net. Medallo with some good pressure on the forecheck. Forced the turnover now to Cottonese. Plays it over, looking for Henrik Overval. Dangerous as Dylan Kent lost the puck, but the Cottonese heads up play. Was able to get out of harm's way. And now Overval in the offensive zone. Sending it over to Clement as that one got a nice defensive play from Duquesne to get it out of the zone. Overval giving it to Clement. Played on in. They'll get a line change to the Bulldogs. Nice play by Sebastian Smith. The only Bulldog down there and somehow came away with the puck. Wraparound opportunity here from Smith. Spade getting his stick in there, but it's wide of the net. Some nifty stick handling, though, there from Sebastian Smith to create something out of nothing.
Got to watch out for him anytime he's on the ice. He's one of those dangerous players, especially that we know how many points he has in the season, combined with his brother Connor Smith as well.
A two-headed monster here on this Adrian squad. Gajewski, nice feed to Spade, trying to find Sebastian Smith. Inside, save made. Some tremendous passing, though, from Adrian College to set up Sebastian Smith right in front of Kyle Plants. 10:56 to go, and it's been all Adrian College here in the early going. 13 shots to 3.
Typical opening for the Bulldogs, if you will. See this happen so many in their opening games when they play at home that we're fortunate enough to watch. To get that pass off nice and crisp, all the players with heads up, knowing where their lanes are going to. Just beautiful hockey, great to watch.
Yeah, tremendous 15-1-1 record they hold here at their home barn this season. Spade trying to throw it in front. No one was home, though, for Adrian College. And now a funny bounce off of a Duke defender, potentially setting up a dangerous opportunity. But a heads-up defending there. Ethan McLaughlin in retreat. He got it up to Sebastian Smith. Saucer pass into the slot to McLaughlin, but it was off the mark. Adrian, though, still controlling. Gajewski, one-timer, stick to side by Plants.
Gajewski got that shot off from the point, too. He's normally never up there as a winger. Did a great job holding the blue when he had to.
Duquesne get out of their zone. That was Luke Wiskak who threw it on in. Adrian forced to retreat. Now Sebastian Smith tips this one forward. He'll come off for a line change. Pressuring in there was Mateo DiGiulio for the Bulldogs as Plant sends it out of the zone. Nolan right back in. This one lugged up, and that one bounced into the Duquesne bench. And we're over halfway through this opening period. Still only 1-0. I think for Duquesne, that's got to be at least some bright spot here in this opening period.
Well, you got to give your pad taps over to goaltender Kyle Plants. He's seen 15 shots so far in the opening, just about 10 minutes of the game, saved 14, and a couple of them were really song stops.
Not out of the zone. Brody Thornton keeps it in, throws it in deep. Stanko trying to find Connor Smith. Connor Smith picks it back up, gives it to Stanko. Shot save from the right circle. Good look. But again, Plants hold strong. With 9:38 to go, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to Adrian College TV. Ryan Cuddy with Alex Herman. Here, Thursday night hockey at the Arrington Ice Arena. Can't ask for much more than that.
Nothing better than that.
Connor Smith with a howitzer off the draw. Take a bow, Connor Smith.
Wow. Watch this shot right off of the draw. Clean face-off win. Smith was fully ready for it. Winds up off the bar and in. Take a bow.
That was incredible. He's got 2 in the first. And the leading goal scorer continues to get it done for this men's Division I squad. 9:35 to go, 2-0 Bulldogs.
Stanko picked up the puck after the play, too. I wonder if this is going to be a milestone for Connor Smith.
Into the Duquesne zone. Play deep. Adrian picks it up. Nolan gives it on over to Cesare. Circling with Jammer. He tried to find someone in the slot. Was looking for Cesare. Thornton at the blue line. Tried to swing it over to Nolan. The pass was off the mark. Duquesne gets it out of the zone. They'll throw it on in to the Adrian side of the ice, and they'll get a line change. As Brody Thornton now. Nice feed. Here come the Bulldogs with some speed. Shot save as Plants will jump on the rebound. So it's goal number 32 of the season for Connor Smith. I got a fact check to see if that was what number career goal that was, as Adrian looking to control off the draw. Duquesne gets it out with some speed. Here come the Dukes trying to get some space in the offensive zone, but just tremendous defense from the Adrian College Bulldogs. Here comes Clement. trying to stay with the puck. Far side now, as hitting the ice was Cameron Armstrong. Came out to the blue line. Bulldogs with it. Dylan Kent from the right circle. Kent not able to get a clean shot off, but still controls. Odd angle shot from Fife. Easily patted away, though, from Plants. Thrown in deep by Luke Beatty. Duquesne's left it for Dylan Kent. Lost at the blue line. Kent trying to pick up the loose puck. Tipped out of the zone by Dakota Bond. It'll be Gary Anastasi sending it on over. Out of the Duquesne zone, but into the stick of Ethan McLaughlin. He gave it to Gajewski. Here comes Sebastian Smith now with some speed. His brother's got two already. Sebastian Smith drops it on back. Picking up the puck was Tristan Lloyd for Duquesne. He now gave it over to Waskick. Out of the zone, McLaughlin plays it at center and sent right back in. Lloyd off the boards. Lloyd got tangled up with Gajewski to the blue line. From a long way out, tipped into the slot, picked up by the Dukes. Out of the zone, 7 to play here in the first. Sebastian Smith. That pass off of Duquesne's skate. Ethan McLaughlin. Mott couldn't get a lot on this. Gajewski sent it on over to Smith. Shot save made. 6:41 to play here in the first.
I could be wrong on this, but trying to do a little bit of internal research, and we'll definitely get confirmation for the break. But I believe the milestone that we might have for Connor Smith is his 150th point, if I'm not mistaken. Trying to do the math as best as possible between the ACHA and Elite Prospect stats. They're not fully updated at the moment, but we'll get the answer to that during the break. But there is definitely being a puck drawn up right now.
That's one heck of a career as this one from a long way out, save made. Loose puck in the slot came out to Brody Thornton. Bouncing puck looking for deflection from Connor Smith. Connor Smith picks it back up, gave it to DiGiulio, played it off the boards. Smith now sent it over to Stanko, to Nolan, played in deep, off the boards. Looking for DiGiulio on the other side. Connor Smith comes to help. Big hit delivered from Connor Smith. That's big, 6'4", Connor Smith getting in on the action. Sheldon Nolan throwing it, looking back door for Stanko, off the mark. Thornton now. This one tipped on front, scored! 3-0 Bulldogs, 5:35 to go. This was Brody Thornton, I believe, who got the tip in.
Adrian offense just absolutely overpowering the Dukes at the moment. They've spent all their time thus far, 15 minutes into the game, controlling that O-zone ever so valiantly like they always do. And because of that, now a 3-0 lead extended here for the Holdentown Adrian College.
Yeah, it was Thornton who sent the shot in. I couldn't see if there was a deflection or not, but regardless, it's a tremendous start for the Bulldogs. They lead it 3-0 here in the early going. Bond sent in. Duquesne just having trouble getting sustained offensive pressure. It's been in their defensive zone for a while as that one played dangerously in the slot. Big collision on the far side. Nash Hatcher there in the collision for the Bulldogs. Dakota Bond. DeCesare threw it into the offensive zone. Retreating after it was Justin Jammer. He'll pick up the puck. He gave it to Hatcher. Nice move by Nash Hatcher. Still with it. He'll now give it up top to Dakota Bond. Winding up and now leaves it for Hatcher. Goes to the other side. Clement dropped it in for Jammer. He now circles the net. Nearly lost his footing. Clement, he did fully lose his footing. Jammer thrown up top from Hatcher to Bond. Now over to Clement, picked up by Nash Hatcher. Feeling like a power play for a moment for Adrian College, but the pass was off the mark. And now we have a delayed penalty coming up, so we will have a power play as the Cottonies came to the bench.
It's a cross-checking call, and we'll see who's going to the box here. It's going to be Shane Nolan. Will have to sit down for the next 2 minutes. 4:09 left to go here in the first period from Arrington Ice Arena. And the first power play of the night will go in the way of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, let's see a first look at the special teams for this 2-game series between the Bulldogs and the Duquesne Dukes. Like Alex mentioned earlier in the broadcast, these two teams do battle again tomorrow on Senior Day. Gajewski from an odd angle, that one missed the net. Thornton to Nolan, to Gajewski. Over to Sebastian Smith, up top, Sheldon Nolan. Sebastian Smith, wrist shot save made. Kept in by Nolan. Now it's Brody Thornton with it. Gajewski was thinking about the one-timer. Now he lost the puck. Good job keeping it in. Gajewski surveying his options behind the net. Gave it to Nolan. Sebastian Smith. Nolan in the slot. Shot save made. Rebound opportunity from Smith. Missed high and went up into the netting with 3:13 to go in the first period. 1:05 in the power play advantage.
Second power play unit will take to the ice right now. Important to note, too, this Bulldog squad's power play percentage coming into the game, 42.99% composite. They're 32% when they're at home and 66% when they're away. So they fare quite better when they're at different barns that's not Arrington Ice Arena, but still a great percentage.
Yeah, Connor Smith, his 13 power play goals, is tied for the tops of all ACHA Men's Division I players. As this one came out of the zone, Dakota Bond at center ice picks it up. He gave to Connor Smith. Smith hit hard into the boards, but he somehow stayed with the puck. Fife trying to jab it in deep. It came right back to him. 20 seconds on the man advantage. Bond over to Connor Smith. Smith, his pass off a skate, bouncing in the slot, dangerous area. Bulldogs with it, out of the ice, and now with an opportunity, quickly out of the ice, out of the box for Duquesne, but that pass, as there was a big collision between a Bulldog and a Duke. It was Shane Nolan who came out of the box and set up an offensive opportunity for the Dukes, but nothing came of it. Nolan now picks it back up, couldn't get it out, intercepted by Overval, and finally out of the zone, over to number 14, that was Nathaniel Mott. DeCesare trying to dance around a defender, he hit the ice. Overval. Now it's Brian Butler. That one thrown off of McLaughlin, and then Butler sends it right back in deep. Was trying to hook up with Nathaniel McNamara on the other side. Now McNamara throws it, but no one there for Duquesne. Adam Hoffman gets it right back. Clement got tied up. McLaughlin now at center ice picks it up. Gets it over to Armstrong. Blue line McLaughlin. 50 seconds to go in the opening period. This one from Armstrong is going to be patted aside. Duquesne, the defensive slot, they get it out. 35 seconds to go. This one thrown in from a long way out. Missed the net, and now McLaughlin. Miscommunication between him and DeCesare. And now here come the Dukes the other way. Shots, save made. It's mayhem in front, and a whistle is blown, and the puck stayed out, and now some extracurriculars going on as we have Duquesne tied up with a Duke right here on the near side.
I wonder if that might have gone in. I saw the net move on that. I don't know if Duquesne's hit the outside of the netting, but that might have slipped through his arm, or maybe he grabbed it, but something definitely rattled the net.
So Duquesne got tied up with Maximus Medallo after the play had ended. As they both are heading to the locker rooms with 25 seconds left, so 2-minute minor on each. They'll get an early trip to the locker room. 25.5 seconds to play here in the first period. So some 4-on-4 hockey here for the final 25 seconds rather of the first. Face-off won by Adrian College. Sheldon Nolan to Brody Thornton. With a whole lot of speed from Brody Thornton. Came back out to Sheldon Nolan. Final 10 seconds to play. Nolan in front, looking for someone that came out to Nash Hatcher. 6 seconds to work with. Hatcher poked away. 3 seconds. Out towards the blue line. Sheldon Nolan will just kill out the clock, as that will do it for the opening frame here inside the Arrington Ice Arena, as it was a stellar performance for the number 2 team in the country, coming off of their road trip to Virginia at Liberty University. They had a win and a shootout loss in that one, but looking very strong here, Alex, after that first 20 minutes of play. 2 goals from Connor Smith, 1 from Brody Thornton. What did you like from Adrian College in that opening frame?
I just love how physically tough they are. Whenever they're in the offensive zone, they do such a great job of controlling the play. Their passes are crisp. They're reading what's going on around them. Everything about their play style impresses me, and obviously with a 3-0 lead to start off the first 20 minutes of play, they're off to a great start.
Yeah, for Duquesne, what do you expect them to do in the second period? Because they're really going to have to do something to get that offense moving.
Well, they seemed a little bit nervous coming into the game. You know that you're playing one of the top teams in the country, so that can be tough on the mind. I think for them, really, they just have to figure out a way to persevere through the adversity and get some shots on net, establish their zone, and they should be just fine.
Yeah, stick with us here on Adrian College TV. 3-0 Bulldogs on top after 20 minutes of play.
Thanks again to these businesses for making Adrian College.
As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years, you stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Duquesne, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
back inside the Arrington Ice Arena here as the Adrian College Bulldogs with a 3-0 lead over the visiting Duquesne Dukes. Ryan Cuddy with Alex Herman here on Adrian College TV. And Alex, a really solid start for Adrian. It's going to be interesting to see if they can keep that momentum going here in the second.
Well, I really like what they brought to the table with the first 20 minutes of play. 2 goals for Connor Smith, and now we do have the confirmation. It was not 150 points, yet it was 100 collegiate ACHA goals for Connor Smith, so big congratulations to him. You have to think, with the performance that his brother gave last weekend, he might want to try and top it, and there you go. What a great way to start the weekend.
Yeah, looking to one up him. He's got 2 goals already through 20 minutes of play. It's going to be 4-on-4 for a minute 35 here to open up the second period as the Bulldogs and the Duquesne Dukes ready to get battle going again here as puck drop just about ready to get things going here in the second period. It's going to be won by Sam Spade, and Adrian College controls here to open up the second period.
You saw those 2 offsetting minors at the end of the first, the reason for the 4-on-4 play, and here goes Sam Spate.
Spate will drop it back. Nolan gave it over to Thornton. Quick shot save made. Thornton, he's got a goal as well tonight. We got an early look here in the second period. Minute 15 to go on the offsetting minors. Face-off controlled by Adrian College. Brody Thornton gave it over. Sheldon Nolan's shot got through but went wide of the net. Sam Spate now. He gave it over to Nolan. Looking for some opening. He dumps it in deep. Gajewski turns and throws it into the slot, but it got intercepted by Duquesne Duke. Only for a moment, though. Good pressure from Spate. Gajewski now shovels it back to Sam. Brody Thornton gave it to Sam Spate. Into the slot now. Sam Spate missed the net. Good opportunity, though. It's a 4-on-4, but feels like an Adrian power play, and finally the puck will squirt out of the zone. 35 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Adrian will start. Dylan Kent gives it on. Here comes Cameron Armstrong cutting through center ice. Armstrong got by the defense and now checked into the board. Still looking to keep control of the puck. Gave it to Sebastian Smith. He'll wrap around. 10 seconds to go on the 4-on-4 play. Getting walled off there was number 29, Robert Werner of the Dukes. And now here comes Dakota Bond trying to knife his way around a defender. It got deflected out and the Bulldogs had to avoid the offsides. Back to 5-on-5 play. Kent throws it in deep. Looking to play it off the side was the Cesare. But now Adrian still in control. It's Kent. He gave it over to Bond. To Sebastian Smith. Shoots! Scores! What more can the Smith brothers do? It's 4-0 Adrian College.
You said it best there, Cuddy. The Smith brothers absolutely rolling this evening. 3 points. Check out this pass, left to right, right on the tape. Sebastian Smith with all the room he needs. You know that one was certainly going in.
Sebastian Smith now adding to his tally. He had 3 goals last weekend, 2 in the first game against Liberty, and then 1 in the shootout loss. And then now with a goal here to open up the series against the Duquesne Dukes. Stick went up high there near the face of Nathaniel Mott. Bulldogs, though, coming the other way with it as it was DeChulio missing the net wide. Duquesne looking to start a rush. This one played too far forward for Cody Reiser. And now Duquesne goes far side with it. It's Brennan Stanko playing it to Connor Smith. Connor Smith, beautiful feed in front, but just a little too far forward for DeGiulio. Stanko now trying to make a move on the backhand side. It came out to the blue line. Stanko delivers a big hit there from the side of the net. Connor Smith missed high. Kept on in by McLaughlin. Now DeGiulio plays it to Connor. Connor Smith to Mott. Quick passing to DeGiulio. Slap shot from a long way out. Missed high. Stanko looking for a rebound. Gave it to Connor Smith.
See a similar opening to this frame that you did in the first. 3 minutes in, and all of the time spent down on the right side in control of the Bulldogs.
Duquesne offsides there, as I don't think Claudio Simone realized it. Sent it in on net after the play had been blown dead. 16:46 to go. And the shot still heavily in favor of the home Bulldogs, 26-4. As Duquesne looking for their first win here in the month of February. Last win came against Mercyhurst 5-4 in late January. Brody Thornton got hit hard into the boards. He went down to the ice and then got popped right back up. To Cesare battling in the near corner. Jammer came in to deliver a hit. Nash Hatcher now with a takeaway in the offensive zone, but missed the net high.
What a great stick play coming back by Adam Hoffman for the Dukes. Got his stick right on the puck where Nash Hatcher was about to release. Tipped that up into the netting, potentially stopping the 5th goal of the contest.
Yeah, Adrian really looking to open the floodgates here at home. Coming into this contest at 25-2-2, 15-1-1 here inside the Arrington Ice Arena. This pass played on through. No icing here. Sheldon Nolan picks it up. Gave it to Hatcher. Nash Hatcher to DeCesare with some speed. He's got Jammer to his right, and now he'll drop it on back to Jammer. This one deflected off of a couple of Dukes and then nearly went on net. Jammer finishes his check on Hayden Feck. Thornton back for the puck. He's got a goal here tonight. Brody Thornton gave it to Sheldon Nolan. Up ahead to Ethan Clement. Taken away there by Shane Nolan of the Dukes. But over to the Bulldogs now as it looked like they had control of the puck. But now the visitors looking to come away with it. Bad defensive zone turnover here in the slot. Clement couldn't control it off of the feed from Henrik Overval.
Pass was put right into the feet of Clement. Not a whole lot that they can do, but they'll get another try here.
Yeah, Overval and Clement once again. Initial shot got blocked, and then Overval missed wide on the second opportunity. Overval played it in deep. Fife now battling, trying to find Henrik in the slot, but it didn't get to him. Out of the zone for the Dukes, but to the stick of Dakota Bond. He makes a move right in front of the Duquesne zone, and then lost control, but then it came right out to Dylan Kent. Fife at center ice, into the offensive zone. Dropping it back, but it got taken away. Nice read there by Reinbold for the Dukes to intercept. That's center ice. Thrown into the Adrian zone. Picked up there by Nathaniel Mott. Mott up ahead. Sebastian Smith finds Dylan Gajewski. Spate just does stay on side. Gajewski's shot got blocked immediately, but then Spate gave it right back to him. And now Gajewski and Spate with a little two-man game. Drop to the blue line. McLaughlin from a long way out missed the net. Sebastian Smith now. He lost the handle of the puck as Gajewski nearly came away with it at the blue line. Back into the Duquesne zone where the Dukes looking to control and set up a rush. This one thrown in, tipped forward by Joseph Reinbold, where the Dukes will get a line change. 13:45 still to go here in the second period. It's been all Bulldogs here on their home ice for the number 2 ranked team in the country. Spate lost it. Here comes Duquesne the other way. Shot set on. Save made by the Cottonies. Spate to McLaughlin along the boards. He'll just saucer this one up and out of the zone. Gajewski off for a line change. At center ice. Looking to come up with it was Dominic Lambrado for Duquesne. He couldn't do so as the Bulldogs in the defensive zone. Looking to come away with the puck. It was Sebastian Smith. He gave it to his brother Connor Smith. Now Sam Spate with a nifty move through the neutral zone into the Duquesne defensive side. Sheldon Nolan was able to keep it into Sebastian Smith from the right circle. That shot never got on through. Blocked by Wiskak for Duquesne. DeJulio now gave it around to Brody Thornton. Long time since the last stoppage of play as Stanko missed the net, but it came over to Connor Smith. Makes a couple nifty moves, getting it over to Stanko, but it was stopped by Kyle Plants.
Stanko, even though he got the muscle that he needed for that, on the offside looking for the one-timer, almost had to shoot that puck from behind him.
Yeah, it was an odd play. Good job. I'm just able, like you mentioned, mustered up enough strength to get it on net, where Kyle Plants was able to come up with the stop. 12:25 to play here in the second period. Approaching the halfway point of this one. Good passing off the draw. Save made somehow by Plants, and then they will sky this one out of the air.
Wow, we're going to get another look at this. Kyle Plants with a great blocker stop. We talked about it a little bit in the first, having the advantage of having his blocker on that left arm instead of his right could have been the reason why he was able to keep that puck out and snagging it right out of the air off of his own rebound to follow up.
Yeah, DeJulio couldn't beat him blocker's side as Nolan with a shot quickly off the draw that got deflected up into the protective netting. 12-12 to go in the second period, but yeah, an impressive stop there off of some beautiful passing from Adrian College on the offensive side of things. Looking to keep up the pressure. Offensive draw win. Smith, save made. Around the boards the puck goes. Nolan was able to keep it in. Stanko retreats after. Nice job, Brennan Stanko right in front, nearly came away with it. And it'll be cleared out of the zone. Nolan and Thornton will drop back together. Thornton off the boards to Stanko. He gave it to Connor Smith. He's got DeJulio to his right. Now Smith, nice toe drag, trying to find it back to Stanko. In the slot, he got tied up. But DeJulio still with it. Stanko to the blue line. Kent throws it in. And it's going to be frozen by Kyle Plants as he was somehow able to see through all the traffic.
That was an unselfish play from Connor Smith. He already knows that he has 2 points in 2 goals on the night so far. Made a nifty move, toe dragging his way through, and then decided to dish it over instead of taking the shot. If only Stanko had enough time and space to get the attempt off there, that would have been quite the goal.
It would have been. Kyle Plants looking to keep his Dukes in this one. Hatcher wrapped around, somehow came back out with it right in front. Jammer trying to jam it in, but it came out to the Dukes. Out of the zone to center ice. Bond sent it over to Dylan Kent. Jammer and Kent both misplay it, but Jammer with time will drop back for it. They'll give it around the boards. Nash Hatcher up to a sprint to Cesare. 1-on-3, trying to make something happen. But in the end, just too many defensemen as the bouncing puck nearly came out to Dylan Kent. To Cesare with a little extra pushing and shoving with the Duke as he was coming off for a line change. Adrian has it in their own zone. Restarting there is Dakota Bond. Nash Hatcher now through center ice. Here comes Nash Hatcher. Moving to the backhand side, to the forehand save made, rebound opportunity, and scores! Dylan Kent buries it on the second opportunity. 5-0 Adrian College.
What was almost a picture-perfect play for Hatcher on the first try wound up being a greasy goal for Dylan Kent as he picked up the loose change in the slot, able to squeak it through 5-hole. And 10:34 left to go in the second period. The Dogs really starting to run away with this one.
Yeah, Roland now had 3 goals in the first, 2 more here in the second. They've outshot Duquesne 34-5. And here's something, Overval off the draw, save made, rebound came to McLaughlin, and he will score. Pardon me, that's Fife. But how quick was that? 6-0 in a matter of seconds. Look at that feed.
Yeah, this is just an unfortunate bounce for Kyle Plants. You saw him catch the first shot in the chest. Went to squeeze to hold on and unfortunately misplayed it with the bobble. And the loose puck once again. 2 straight shots go in the back of the net. Now it's 6-0. Just a couple of mere seconds after it was 5.
Yeah, the floodgates fully open here inside the Arrington Ice Arena. It's been a stellar performance for the black and gold to open up this 2-game set at home. Misplayed there from Colin Moore, and now Overval in the offensive end. He's joined alongside, that I believe was Armstrong, who gave it out to Mott. Now sliding over to offense mate, that was McLaughlin, who plays it in deep to Armstrong. He left it for Fife, back up top to Mott. Fife quickly over to McLaughlin, shot, save made. Rebound opportunity nearly came back out to Fife.
Plants didn't know where it was.
Dangerous pressure here from Adrian College. McLaughlin's shot got deflected before it got on net. Not played out of the zone. Fife to Overval. Back to Fife. Came to the blue line to Mott. He played it in over towards, that was Gajewski rushing in. Mott winds up a howitzer, blockered away and into the netting as Fife got tripped up after the play, and I don't know if he got just tangled up in his own feet or if a Duquesne Duke is the one who tripped him up, and it looks like it was a Duquesne Duke.
I wonder if they're going to call this interference. Might see another power play out for the Bulldogs. Couldn't catch the number.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Duke sweaters don't have any numbers on the sleeves, only on the back. About 2 minutes, 5-on-4, another chance for the Bulldogs to extend their lead.
It was Shane Nolan picking up the penalty for the Dukes. So Adrian College with an opportunity to extend their lead even more. Nolan, Sheldon Nolan that is. That one patted aside. Brody Thornton. Gajewski quickly over to Sheldon Nolan. Sent in, blocked by, deflected by Spate, didn't get on net. And then as the puck was dying down, Kyle Plants wisely jumped and froze it with 1:34 still to go on the man advantage. 8:49 here to go in the second period in the Arrington Ice Arena, over halfway done. This Thursday night edition of Hockey Inside the Arrington Ice Arena. Sebastian Smith looking for a tip from Spate, but it went wide. Gajewski to Nolan. Sebastian Smith looking again for Spate.
It's the right lane and the right angle. Good timing from Spate to try and get it. See if they can figure out a way to get it done.
Spate now, as he got checked off the puck, and it's going to be cleared all the way down. Duquesne will leave it here for Dakota Bond. Stanko crossed the blue line, gave it to Connor Smith, rifled a wrist shot into the chest of Kyle Plants, and it'll be frozen with 8:02 to go. 39 shots for Adrian College, only 5 for the visiting Dukes. Face-off kept in for Adrian College. Stanko to Connor Smith. One-timer from DeJulio, missed high. Connor Smith, I think saying the field goal was good there off the one-timer that was delivered from DeJulio.
Get some words of wisdom from the scratches up in the booth here as well, just to our left.
Having a good time as a half a minute remains on this Adrian Bulldog power play. Fife with a shot in close. Save was made though from Plants. Dakota Bond, he'll send one in from a long way out. Got to the net, but Plants once again has the stop. with 7:34 to play in the second period. Offensive draw win. Fife goes back door to Connor Smith. Dakota Bond. Shot, save, and frozen. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Adrian College setting a statement here in game 1 of the series. Quickly off the draw, rebound came out to Matthew and Cesare. It's 7-0 Adrian College.
Last 3 goals, same story. Loose pucks in front on top of the crease. And the Bulldogs every single time without fail will figure out ways to put them home. And we'll see it here on the replay. Right off the draw. Puck off the pad, easy put away for Cesare. Touchdown Bulldogs.
Yep, up 7 on the visiting Dukes. In the waning moments of that power play, Adrian College extends their lead. Cesare lost his stick, and now down there without a stick, just trying to kick it along. Got it to Hatcher in the end. Mott now to his blue line mate McLaughlin. Tipped off the post. Rebound to Hatcher. And an easy goal for Nash. The lead has ballooned to 8 with 6:57 to go in the second.
That's about the easiest goal that Nash Hatcher's going to have to score in his collegiate career here at Adrian. The first shot almost went in too. Ringing off of the iron, playing out perfectly onto the stick of Nash Hatcher, puts it away. 8-0 Bulldogs, 6:57 left to go in the second period. Duquesne will take a timeout, and we'll take a quick break here on ACTV.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Back here inside the Arrington Ice Arena is here. In the second period, Adrian College has really started to pull away from the visiting Dukes. It's 8-0, 44 shots to 5. 5 goals coming here in the second period alone. And Alex, as Duquesne, what do you think they're going to have to do to kind of at least build some momentum heading into tomorrow night's contest?
Well, the first thing that you got to do, and probably the reasoning for the timeout, is they need to figure out a way to settle their bench down. They're a little bit too jumpy. They're certainly getting overwhelmed with the flurry of offensive chances for the Bulldogs. It's not easy when you go down by that margin. You can be extremely frustrated at times, and I really think that's what's happening so far.
Adrian controlling out of that timeout as it's Thornton sending one in. Save was made. A couple rebound opportunities right in front. Clemens sent one wide. Now it's to Cesare, who just had a recent goal here in the second period. Thornton gave it to Clemens, looking into the slot for Armstrong. This one thrown on in from Brian Butler. Adrian, though, picking it up there. It was Brody Thornton. And now Henrik Overval plays it all the way up to Cameron Armstrong. Armstrong dropped it for Clement. Ethan Clement tangled up on the far side with Colin Moore of the Dukes. Coming away with it was Duquesne. Deflected into the slot, but came over to E.J. Ferris. Not out of the zone. Kept in from Dakota Bond. Left circle shot. Save made. As the shot tally is up to 47. inside the Arlington Ice Arena.
I think one of the adjustments, too, that the Dukes can try and make here, you've seen on the last number of goals, they've all been scored off of rebounds. So if they can figure out a way to play more defensive on top of the blue paint and help their netminder out, that might come to their benefit. And speaking of which, Kyle Plants, he's played extremely strong, and obviously as a fellow netminder myself, you have to tip your hat off to the effort that he's giving, putting in 110%, trying to keep this game as close as possible.
Yeah, he's faced a whole lot of pressure here tonight. He's held up strong for a good portion of it as well. Gajewski missed the net wide. Kept in from Kent, but only for a moment. Pardon me, that's actually Dakota Bond. Duquesne coming the other way. Good defensive play from behind, though, by Sam Spate with the stick lift. And able to break up that play. Trying to get out of the zone was Plants, but it was gloved down by Dylan Kent. Sebastian Smith collided at the blue line. Now here's Spade in deep. That shot never got on through. The Dukes now coming the other way, 2-on-2. It's Koritz losing control. Now played behind Duquesne's. It was Lamorado racing after it for the Dukes, but he lost it from Dakota Bond. Here come the Bulldogs. Sebastian Smith knifing his way on through. I don't know if he ever got a shot off there. It was from a tough angle if he did. Sam Spate, though, controlling, sending it over to Dakota Bond. That shot, I believe, hit Gajewski in front. To the blue line. Sam Spate, nice move. Cutting to the slot. Spate, Smith, to Sebastian Smith. He missed wide. Connor Smith trying to pick up the rebound. It came out to Sebastian Smith on the far side, but that shot was patted aside. Sam Spate looking for Connor Smith. Picked up by Sebastian. Toe drag. Save made and frozen with 3:54 to go in the second period of play.
Not too much that you can say at this point in the game. Nothing bad that you can mention about the Bulldogs because they're just perfect in their entry, their cycle. They've done a great job on all fronts. You never want to bash the visiting team as well because Duquesne is putting in the effort as best as possible to try and keep this game within reach.
Dukes have been fighting here tonight. This one tipped on forward as McLaughlin will retreat back for Adrian College. Stanko got it up to, I believe that was to Julio, but he got walled off the puck. Racing after it was Robert Werner for the Dukes. He couldn't get to it, though. As in a dangerous area, DeJulio plays it over to McLaughlin. Stanko got around one defender, got it to McLaughlin. Save made, rebound opportunity. Arm is up, delayed penalty coming here on Duquesne. Finally, the Dukes do touch it. As the Bulldogs will go back on the power play with 3:15 to go in the second period.
That's a slashing call. And that's going to go against Joseph Reinbold. He'll sit down for the next 2 minutes. See what happens on this 5-on-4 with 3:15 left to go in the second period. Live on ACTV at Arlington Ice Arena. Game number 1 of 2 for this men's Division I ACHA team this weekend.
With 5 shots save made. Game 2 tomorrow night, a 7 p.m. puck drop on senior night. After that contest, Adrian only with 1 home regular season game left. It'll be against Eastern Michigan on February the 16th. Fife goes backdoor, but not able to control that was Mateo DeJulio, and Kane will clear the zone. Connor Smith now with a whole lot of speed. Smith rifling a shot high. Stanko dropped it back to the blue line. Dakota Bond. Connor Smith to Tyler Fife. Smith through the legs, got it to Dakota Bond. Sent in, tipped, and scored! It's another power play goal for Adrian College. Tipped in from Brennan Stanko, 9-0. Bulldogs running away with it.
D-to-D pass up top. Bond will fake the shot here, put it on net. Stanko in the right position, exactly where he needs to be. Don't know if he intended the tip to get off there, but it bounced off of him nonetheless. One shy of double digits in the goal-scoring column for the Bulldogs with 2:27 left to go in the second.
An exceptionally strong performance here for the Bulldogs, returning back home after their road trip last weekend. Brody Thornton drops it back to Nash Hatcher. Over now to Sheldon Nolan. His shot will be frozen from Kyle Plants as Hatcher is involved with a little extra pushing and shoving with Maximus Medallo. .205 to go in this second period of play. Adrian has exploded for 6 goals in the second. Brody Thornton to Nash Hatcher. Hatcher circling into the slot. Gave it across to Nolan, back to Hatcher. Save made for the one-timer in the slot. Good look for Adrian College, but Kyle Plants with an even better stop.
Slid across the crease perfectly. Read it the whole way, got the body in front. Love the stop from Kyle Plants.
Justin Jammer couldn't come up with it, but Sheldon Nolan does. He'll give it to Hatcher. Hatcher spinning to Stanko. Thornton trying to pick up the loose puck and throw it on net, but it got shoveled over to the corner. And now here Jammer circling the net, gives it up top. Nolan from a long way out, tipped wide off of the stick of Clement. Thornton back to Clement. Good pressure here from Adrian College. Late in the period, Clement shot save. Rebound opportunity, came out to 5, but he couldn't get to it quick enough. Overval from behind the net. He works with Clement. Overval trying to pick up the loose puck. 50 seconds to go in the period. Fife now. He'll try to throw it in the slot, but it got deflected off of Duquesne Duke, but now Brody Thornton picks up possession at the blue line. Fife. Overval to Thornton. 40 seconds to go. From a long way out, missed wide. Henrik Overval. Clement to Tyler Fife. Half a minute to go. Sheldon Nolan back to Tyler Fife. From the slot, that one off of Duke's skate in front. Out of the zone. Nolan at center ice now will control. The captain comes on in with the puck. Trying to get it to Clement. It got deflected over to Fife. He threw it in deep. Henrik Overval to Clement. Trying to center someone up. It came out to Thornton. A howitzer from a long way out. Got blockered up into the protective netting. And just over 3.5 seconds to play in the second period. We'll have one final face-off in the Duquesne defensive zone. .55 shots to 5 in favor of Adrian College. Off the face-off, McLaughlin got it to the net before the buzzer went off, but Kyle Platts patted it to the corner, as that will do it for the second period of play, as Alex completely dominated from Adrian College, as they were able to put up 6 goals in that middle frame. What did you see from them? Kind of what really propelled them to really explode and open this game up?
Well, they really started to hit their stride, in my opinion. When you have 6 goals on the board after 40, a 9 in total, you really have to mention that it seems like the Bulldogs have figured out exactly what they needed to do to take over this game. The last 2 minutes for me, even though they were even strength 5-on-5, it looked like a power play. They controlled the zone exactly how they should. The puck stayed down to the right the whole entire time. nothing much more that you can ask.
Yeah, these first 40 minutes, a lot of it has looked like an Adrian College power play. Bulldogs up big, 9-0. One more period still to go here on ACTV.
As you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years, you stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Duquesne, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
20 minutes still to go here inside the Arrington Ice Arena. And Adrian College has jumped all over the Dukes here tonight. 9-0 Ryan Cuddy with Alex Herman. And Alex, I think for Duquesne at least just trying to build some momentum here in this third period into tomorrow night's contest, because Adrian's really dominated, really controlled throughout.
Well, you're also going to see a change here for the Dukes, potentially trying to spark that. It's going to be Robert Halyama will come in replacement of Kyle Plantz in net for the remainder of the game. Potentially, we might see him tomorrow night as well if things really don't go the way of the Dukes.
Yeah, Plantz played pretty solid, especially in that first period, was faced with a whole lot of pressure early, but then that second period, the floodgates really started open. You really started to see the slide coming in that Adrian offense, so high-powered. They have been jumping all over the Dukes here, and this one, as we're just about ready to get this third period started, it's going to be interesting to see if it's still Adrian, because they've been controlling about 90% of time of possession. They've really had the puck deep in the Duquesne zone for quite a lot of time in this one. Let's see if the Dukes can get some momentum rolling here. 20 minutes back up on the clock. Sam Spate to take the draw for Adrian College. He will win it, but it's going to be chipped forward, and now the Bulldogs will come out with it. It's Sebastian Smith. Push forward and then immediately back into the Bulldog zone. It's Mott who will retreat back for Adrian College. Mott with a nice spin move to free himself from a defender. McLaughlin forward up ahead to Sebastian Smith. Sebastian Smith from the near side. Nice spin move. And now he'll lose possession of the puck. It came out towards McLaughlin. From a long way out, it'll be easily played.
I think it's interesting to note, too, we talked about it a little bit in the first. Kyle Plantz is a full right-handed goaltender, meaning his blocker is on his left instead of his right. Strangely enough, even more odd, Robert Halyama, also a full right goaltender. So you have two netminders for one team playing with opposite hands.
That's something you don't see every day, is Halyama with a 1-2-1 record coming into this contest. A 4.30 goal against average, 860 save percentage. As he enters this contest here at the start of the third, Sam Spate off the feed from McLaughlin. Save was made. Halyama lost his footing in the crease, but then got back up. Adrian with it on the offensive end. McLaughlin collides with number 20, Sean Marshall. Sean Marshall ended up coming away with it, and then he got tangled up with Dylan Gajewski. Pardon me, that wasn't Marshall, that was actually Luke Beatty.
Got to be careful, the ice is slippery out there.
Gajewski in deep. Duquesne controls, it's Colin Moore. All the way up ahead, down. Dylan Kent forced to play it back for Adrian College. He's got Dakota Bond along with him. Bond giving it right back to Kent, but it was off the mark. Bond stapled into the boards from number 17, Joseph Reinbold, but it was picked up by Stanko. And now DiGiulio with some speed. DiGiulio rung it off the iron. Quickly it came to Dylan Kent. He dropped it for Stanko from the right side. Stanko back out to Kent from a long way out. Missed the net wide, looking for deflection, as it was DiGiulio picking up the rebound. Gave it to Stanko, up top to Dakota Bond, winding up, now faking, he'll go in deep. Bond, he lost it on the left circle. Duquesne gets it out and then pushed forward here from Cody Reiser. Ducatnis all the way up ahead to DiGiulio. He'll spin around towards the slot on his backhand side, gives it across over to Brody Thornton. Thornton in deep, he'll circle around. From the left side, gives it to Sheldon Nolan from a long way out. Save made, rebound opportunity in the slot. Stanko's shot got blocked in front. Thornton with a pass into the corner from the side of the net. Odd angle shot there from DiGiulio. Bulldogs still controlling in the offensive end, and finally the Dukes are able to get it out. It slid across from Luke Wiskak as the Bulldogs, we're going to get a whistle blown. 16:50 to go here. 9-0 Adrian College on top. 59 shots for the Bulldogs, only 5 for the visiting Dukes, as there has not been a whole lot of pressure on Noah Duquesne.
Duquesne's only seeing 1 shot in that second period. So I think the understatement is there, not a lot of action. Because when we say it, we quite literally mean it. Only 4 in the first, sent his way, and 1 in the second period.
As Duquesne trying to work quickly off of the draw and deep in the offensive zone. They can't get a clean hold of the puck, though. Good defense, and now it's picked up from McLaughlin. Hasher trying to deflect it forward and out of the zone. It came back to McLaughlin as the defense drops back, as he's got some time to work now. He'll get out of the zone with some speed. McLaughlin to the far side to Jammer. Shot scores! Double digits, 10-0, Adrian College.
Wow, what a shot. I mean, full seeing eye, no angle whatsoever. Easy pass over, right side wing, nothing to work with. Upstairs, the water bottle standing straight up. I mean, it does not get any better than that. With 19 left to go in the third period.
The Bulldogs continuing their offensive onslaught here tonight. They add another one. This puck is going to get up into the protective netting. That goal from Jamer, his 11th on the season. Now with 19 points on the year.
Bulldogs really hitting the spread tonight.
Yep.
If you hammered the over, you're doing great.
Yep, gotta be loving it. 10-0 lead. Duquesne kicks that one off into the corner.
First time he's seen some rubber in quite some time.
Connor Smith on the offensive end, looking for a hat trick in front. Fife was batting at it. He couldn't get it in. Pardon me, that actually wasn't Connor Smith. That was Henrik Overval. But it's kept on in by Dylan Kent. Tyler Fife. Back to Kent. Dakota Bond. He'll play it in deep.
Alyama playing with a player stick right now. Lost his goalie paddle. Can't pick it up.
Now he's going to make a transaction with a teammate in front as it quickly came before a Clemens shot, but it was patted aside. Clement battling behind the red line to gain control of the puck as the Dukes get it out of the zone, but it's to center ice into the stick of Dylan Kent. Clement fakes the shot, now will shoot but misses wide. Sebastian Smith with the rebound, trying to slide it to Henrik Overval. It came out to Dakota Bond. A ripper went wide.
Yeah, that bounced off of Overval as he was standing in front. Looks like he caught it straight in the side of the bucket. That one's certainly going to sting a little bit.
Sebastian Smith with Dylan Gajewski. It came out to Gajewski. Save made. 14-34, and another great offensive look for Adrian College as Dylan Gajewski nearly found the back of the net for the 15th time on the season. Kept in, Smith to Spate. Bouncing puck went wide. Sam Spate trying to feed it back. Up towards the blue line, it's Brody Thornton. Duquesne had it, and they will get it out of the zone. Sending this one in deep on Duquesne was Joseph Reinbold. As now this one gets thrown right in front from Sawyer Koritz, and Duquesne will freeze the puck. A little extra discussions coming after the play.
Sawyer Koritz had some choice words to say to Brody Thornton there. Not sure what they were discussing. Maybe some math homework. You never know. We're all collegiate athletes here.
Just checking up.
Could be a tutoring session, you never know, but Bulldogs really tutoring Duquesne here tonight. 10-0 to score for those of you tuning in just now on ACTV.
Yeah, 3 in the first from Adrian College. They exploded for 6 in the middle frame. They've already added on here in this third period with 1. The Dukes looking to gain some offensive pressure. They couldn't, though. Sam Spate, his pass was off the mark, but Sebastian Smith flying in with speed, couldn't win the race down. Was beat by Adam Hoffman of the Dukes with 13:43 to go here in the third period.
Bulldogs sitting pretty at this point. Really taking over the game since the end of the first period, really. Even though at then they were up by 3, got another 6. Now they're at 10.
Yeah, really having that offense clicking. Still another game between these two teams to be played. It'll come tomorrow night right back here on ACTV inside the Arrington Ice Arena. A 7 o'clock puck drop for that on Senior Day. This terrific 2023 graduating class going to be highlighted before the game. Beautiful passing from Gajewski. Goes backdoor save was made as Sebastian Smith nearly from the back of the net again. Gajewski back to Smith in front. And finally it'll be stopped and frozen by Robert Halayama.
That was a pretty passing play from the Bulldogs. Tic-tac-toe. Just needed a little bit more space to find the back of the net. And then Halayama with a good follow-up save of his own. Sprawling across the crease to get in front of it.
Great shot there from Forrest Vernier, who's on our action cam. We also got Dakota Schneider running the top cam. Josiah Durrell running things here at director. Alex Sermon, myself. We got a great crew for you here Thursday night inside the Arrington on Adrian College TV. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Make sure to subscribe to Adrian College TV on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And TikTok has hold up that dangerous turnover in their own zone. Nearly resulted in the first Duke's goal, but the Cottonies had the stop.
Wow, that's a scary play there. Late stages of the game, you certainly don't want to see that. That puck should have never wound up where it was. But no, the Cottonies staying strong.
Yeah, how hard is that coming from a goaltender perspective? Duquesne hasn't faced much action, and then all of a sudden, a bad turnover in your own zone, and now you got to come prepared.
Well, I think it's a lot easier for Duquesne. He's extremely acclimated to situations like this. He's a really strong goaltender whenever he's called upon. He's seen quite a lot of games that have wound up with a similar scoring total as well as shots, so he knows what to do to keep himself focused, but especially when you're a netminder and you're in a lopsided game like this, you have to make sure that you're staying mentally strong, doing things that will keep you occupied so that you don't lose focus.
Oh, a big collision there. Dakota Bond laid the lumber on Sawyer Koritz as the arm is up from the referee, and Dakota Bond will be heading to the box for that hit on Koritz. It's going to be the first time in a while we've seen Duquesne on the power play. 12:05 to go.
Oh for 1 tonight. I've only seen a 5-on-4 once in the game so far. The penalty kill unit now out for the yellow, black, and white.
Overval will glide it down the length of the ice off the face-off win from Adrian College, and now Duquesne trying to get a rush going as Sheldon Nolan will immediately slide it back down. Duquesne to restart. Here come the Dukes through center ice. It's thrown in from Colin Moore. It goes back around. Textbook penalty kill as this one's lasered down. Dangerous bounce. It came out to DeJulio, but he couldn't convert on the backhand. What a wild play that was. Off of the clear, and then the deflection from behind the net came right to DeJulio.
That slap shot was from 3-point range coming at the other end of the ice. Bounced straight off of the glass, came out. Hayama seemingly unexpected that to happen. Thought either a defender was going to pick it up or was going to have enough speed to exit out of the zone. And it almost cost him there as he had to make that save pretty deep in his crease.
Yeah, dangerous moment there and nearly a short-handed goal for Adrian College. Seen even strength scoring, power play scoring. Would have been the first short-handed goal we've seen tonight as the Dukes win the offensive draw. Looking for a one-timer in the slot. It was Brian Butler, but he fanned on it. 45 seconds to go on the man advantage. Duquesne controlling this shot from a long way out. Never got on through. Blocked by Mott in front and then cleared out by the Bulldogs. 35 seconds to go on the power play. With some speed here was Luke Beatty. It gets shoveled into the corner to Cody Reiser. He will circle the net. Reiser lost it from Kent. He'll swing it around the boards and out of the zone. Maybe time for one more rush if Duquesne really hurries. 10 seconds on the power play. Looks like that will pretty much do it as it's up through to center ice. Back out of the Adrian zone. Bond out of the box.
Penalty kill, 2 for 2 tonight.
And it looks stellar as well as we're going to get an icing here. Not a lot of looks for the Dukes on the power play. As Bulldogs with a textbook penalty kill. Pretty much everything they've done tonight has been textbook, out shooting the Dukes 65-9. 10-0, 9:55 to go here in the third. Adrian College TV, Thornton off the face-off win to Fife. Into the slot, was trying to set up Sheldon Nolan, but it's going to get up into the protective netting. .9:49 to play. Face off. Looked like it was going to be picked up by Fife, and now he wasn't able to fully control it, but a good job on the poke check to muscle it away from Joseph Reinbold of the Dukes. Brody Thornton, his pass off the mark, was trying to hook up with Armstrong, and now Overval was in hot pursuit of it. The Dukes able to get it out of their zone, but that pass intercepted right in front of the Adrian blue line by McLaughlin. He'll now throw it in as Overval with a nice move, trying to come up with it. He will. Look like momentarily. Big hit delivered onto Fife, and then Armstrong picks up the loose puck. He'll give it across to Ethan McLaughlin. Dropped it in deep. Overval and Fife both converge on in, but it's the Duquesne Dukes who came away with the puck, but that pass off the mark. No icing here as Mott will drop back with McLaughlin. Mott circles, gave it to McLaughlin. Sam Spate now through center ice. Here comes Spade. Nice toe drag move. Oh, Sebastian Smith went for the baseball shot again. This time it was patted away from Alyama. Gajewski trying to pick up the loose puck. But that bouncing puck from Smith, deja vu all over again.
Smith might have to put a patent on that move. If he can figure out some way to pull that off a second time, that'll be incredible.
All over the social media world for college hockey on that last goal last weekend for Sebastian Smith. Dylan Gajewski now leaves it for the aforementioned Sebastian Smith. That pass intercepted though, and now the Dukes come the other way with it. Under 8 minutes to play. Nice poke check. Here comes Sebastian Smith the other way. Through his legs. Backhand save made. How skilled is he? Come on with that move. 7:45 to go as the puck went up into the netting.
Somebody needs to call the fire department because Sebastian Smith is absolutely on fire right now. He might not have scored on this attempt, but look how clean that was executed. Straight through the legs, onto the backhand, saw just inches of space to work with and almost got it to go.
Just absolutely incredible as Connor Smith was trying to look for something in the slot right in front of the net of Hayama, but he was tied up with the Duquesne defender. Bulldogs in their own zone. Kent, nice play by DeJulio to save that from falling to the stick of the Duquesne Dukes, as now Mateo DeJulio and Dakota Bond just a little over anxious as they'll be offsides with Brennan Stanko. 7:24 to play in the third, 67 shots to 10. Bulldogs win the draw. Thrown on in to the pad, into the corner. As Stanko was nearly thinking about firing off a quick shot, elected not to do so. DeJulio now throws it to the front, bouncing puck. Stanko trying to control it off the side of the net and finally frozen by Hayama.
The 69th and 70th shots there on the board tonight. Robert Hayama will stop the both of them. Staying strong, keeping this as close in reach as possible for the Dukes.
Offensive draw win. Can Connor Smith pick it up? He gave it over to DeJulio. Shot save made. DeJulio came back down with it. In the corner. Bond. Looking to make a move behind the net. Now it came out to Stanko. He lost control. Bond trying to center it to DeJulio. He got tied up. DeJulio now looking for somewhere to go, and he got hit hard into the boards from Nathan McNamara. Puck came out to Dylan Kent at the blue line. He makes a nice move on McNamara, and the shot is going to be gloved out of the sky by Hayama.
I like how much better of a job Duquesne is doing controlling the front of the net. We saw a lot of goals in the second period go off on straight rebounds that were put home extremely cleanly. It seems like there have been strong adjustments made for the Dukes to figure out ways to clog up that area in between the hash marks and right on top of the crease.
Yeah, only one goal for Adrian College so far here in the third. Much stronger performance there, like you mentioned, Alex, here by the visiting Dukes. There was a big collision delivered by Jamer there. That was on number 4 of the Dukes, Colin Moore. Luke Beatty. He nearly lost it at the blue line in a dangerous play. The Dukes got it out, and it's going to be thrown in. Hayama quickly gloves it and throws it to the corner. This one thrown up all the way out of the zone. Will it be on net? No icing. It's going to be waved off. Sheldon Nolan behind his net. Gave it on over. Nice move by DeCesare. DeCesare now cutting to the backhand side, trying to throw it to Nash Hatcher in front. Couldn't connect with him though. Hatcher back to Nolan from a long way out, looking for a tip from DeCesare, and the puck will be frozen by Hayama. As Jamer involved with some extra discussions with the referee and Colin Moore of the Dukes. Bulldogs with a 63 shot advantage on the visiting Dukes here. 5:15 to go in the third. Overval to McLaughlin. Gave it back to Overval. Shot, pad save, and off the netting.
Good redirection from Hayama. Put that right into the corner, into the netting.
These two teams back in action tomorrow night, and then 6 days from now, Adrian College is going to travel to U of M Dearborn. Set up a meeting with the Wolverines. This one frozen by Alyama, and then they have a 2-game series, one at home, one on the road against Eastern Michigan the 16th and the 17th. So a 3-day stretch where they play 3 games, 2 of them being on the road. A lot of travel coming up for this ACHA Men's Division I squad.
I'm extremely interested to see how that first game goes against U of M Dearborn. The last time that they faced off of them was earlier in the year, back in the opening weeks of October. They won the game 3-2, but if you ask some of the players, I think it was a little bit too close for their liking. Now, farther down in the stretch, a more well-oiled machine at this point. I'd like to see if that result will be any different, but the Wolverines are a team that you can never underestimate. They're always within the top 20 and close to the top 10 at that. So we'll see how they face off next week.
Yeah, tough competition coming up. Gajewski on the iron. Spade gave it back to Dylan Gajewski. He went near side this time and off the glove of Alyama. Arm goes up. We're going to get a tripping here on the Bulldogs as Spate will touch it.
Yeah, Sebastian Smith is going to go. Tripping call was a little bit of a knee there. 3:49 left to go in the third. Not exactly what you want.
Yeah, Smith, I think, knew it. Little extra discussions with the referee. Getting the clarification. But yeah, not a lot to argue there from Sebastian Smith. 3:49 to go here in this one. Duquesne down 10-0. We'll get another opportunity on the power play. Second of the third period. Battling down is Cameron Armstrong in between a couple of Duke defenders, and then coming away with the puck was Brody Thornton, as he will clear this one on out. Not able to be kept in by Luke Beatty. All the way down and restarting play, it's going to be Claudio Simone for Duquesne. He gave it out to Brian Butler. This one thrown in deep. Beatty trying to push it forward. Thornton, hounded by a couple of Duke defenders. Trying to come away with the puck. Still up for grabs, and then finally got it to the blue line, but not out. Good job by Beatty to keep it in and then throw it deep. But now the Bulldogs looking to get something going. Deep was Overval, all by himself, 1-on-3, trying to make something happen, and now he'll just throw it in. Kill off some more time. Here comes Jammer in, pressuring the Duquesne set up. And now he'll finally drop back. 40 seconds to go on the power play, 2.5 to go here in the third. McLaughlin to center ice. It was gloved down there and then immediately thrown in by Shane Nolan. Back out of the zone by Nathaniel Mott. 25 seconds on the power play. As we approach the end of this man advantage and game one of the series. Skied up to center ice, back out of the zone. Sebastian Smith will be coming out of the box here soon as that shot sent in from Robert Werner. Duquesne nearly allowed the rebound, but then quickly jumped back on it as Sebastian Smith will have to wait one more second to come out of the box. Ryan Cuddy, Alex Herman with you here on ACTV as the Bulldogs are going to be coasting their way to win number 26 as Sebastian Smith out of the box. Big hit delivered in by Dakota Bond. Connor Smith came out with it, now gave it to his brother Sebastian. 90 seconds to play. Sebastian Smith leaves it for Dylan Kent. Nice move right on through. Save made and frozen by Robert Halyama.
Well, that was a yucky move from Dylan Kent. Danced his way through. Gives a little smile as he gets a meeting of the minds with Connor Smith. Seemingly wish he had that one. That would have been a highlight reel goal for him.
Seeing our fair share of highlight reel goals here tonight. 76 shots for Adrian, 13 for Duquesne. DeJulio on the offensive end. One-timer to Bond, tipped in front by Smith, but patted aside by Helyama. Racing on through was Moore. Pardon me, that was Reiser, but he lost the puck. Stanko to DeJulio, all the way up ahead to Connor Smith. Looking for the hat trick was Connor Smith, but he couldn't get it on net. Loose puck came out to Stanko, gave it back to DeJulio, he scores! Goal number 11 with 53 seconds to play here in the third.
Not a whole lot you can say about this one. Tired legs for the Dukes. Plenty of energy still. Late in the game for the Bulldogs. This one's easily put home with 53.1 seconds left to go in the third period. The Bulldogs 11-0.
The number 2 ranked team in the country with a stellar offensive performance. 13 goals is their highest in a game this year. This is the second time that they are sitting at 11. And this one, save made, looking for a rebound, but none there for number 23, Ethan Clement. McLaughlin back in front, looking for a tip from Armstrong, kept on out. Mott rifled one high. McLaughlin thrown in deep. Save was made by Helyama. Mott back around. Clement looking for Fife in the slot. He missed the net wide. 10 seconds to go. Fife behind the net trying to get it up to Clement. McLaughlin now. 3 seconds. Down to 2. Over to Armstrong. Back up to Mott. Didn't get the shot off before the buzzer sounded. And that will do it. After 60 minutes of play, it's a 13-shot shutout for Noah Duquesne. Not the most action he's seen in net, but a stellar performance from him nonetheless, as the Bulldogs dominate through 3 periods of play, winning this one at a final score of 11-0, as the Bulldogs got 3 in the first, had 6 in that second, closed it out with 2 more here in the third, and a stellar Game 1 performance here inside the Arrington Ice Arena. As Alex, a lot to look forward to for Adrian College, not just for this series, but down the stretch of the season, because they have been looking tremendous here as of late.
I mean, what more can you say about this team? They're so strong in every aspect of the ice. A 60-minute full complete performance, doing all the right things that they should be, scoring from many different players on the team. What more can you ask for at this stage of the season? Like you said, so much to look forward to for the rest of the season. Really looking to make a deep playoff push. They've only got a couple of games in the regular season left. I'm really interested to see how things are going to turn out for them.
Yeah, make sure to tune in tomorrow night, 7 o'clock puck drop right here on ACTV. It's Senior Day in Game 2 of this series between the Bulldogs and the Dukes, as Adrian College wins it 11-0 here tonight in Game 1. For Forrest Vernier, Dakota Schneider, Josiah Durrell, Alex Herman, I'm Ryan Cuddy. Bulldogs win it 11-0. Thank you for tuning in to Adrian College TV, and have a wonderful rest of your night.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Dockey, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.